National Ravioli Day, and who better to show us how to make ravioli than the Pasta Heiress?
That is what Miss Sarah Raffetto is also known as. She's the Chief Operating Officer of New York's iconic Italian pasta shop, Raffetto's.
Hello.
And a fourth-generation member of the Raffetto family. Okay, look at her. There she is in the trenches. A few years ago, she teamed up with her friend and food creator, Emily Fedner, to form Petite Pasta Joint, a pop-up dinner series featuring delicious fresh pasta. And that's not it. And we're going to get into that. I've seen this on the gram. So joining us live this morning on New York Living, our first in-person guest
Dun, da, da, da.
in the new studio, Sarah.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
Round of applause for the studio.
Before we get into the pasta making, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having
you
me.
You two apparently have some history.
Yes.
What is happening?
We went to the same high school.
Excellent.
Go Cougars.
And were you guys friends? Did you?
Well, she was a year above me.
Okay.
But we were always friendly.
I love it.
Always.
And now you're sharing TV space
And
together.
here we are.
And here.
What could be better?
Well, here we are.
A reunion.
I can attest these ravioli are delicious.
I have had not just the ravioli, but everything in the line, and it's all just...
So 4 generations of pasta.
Yes.
You were just born into this. You had no choice.
Born into it. I was allowed to make the decision to be involved, and I wanted to.
You wanted to.
I loved it
Please,
so
why not?
much.
Yeah.
Yes.
What kind of memories did you have? Because if you loved it, there must be something. Is it the smell? Is it the camaraderie? Is it being with your family?
All of the above. Growing up in an Italian family was so special, and being particularly raised by my dad and my grandmother just shaped my life. And then I lived with her for 10 years, starting from college. So it really just shaped me.
Grandma Raffetto.
Nona.
Nona. Exactly.
I know.
Nona, exactly.
Nona Raffetto. And so then your father, and then you.
Yes.
And here we are. And I feel like you've just kind of taken the ball and run with it, especially with the addition of the Petite Pasta Joint.
Exactly. So meeting Emily through Instagram was extremely serendipitous. She's now my best friend and business partner, and we're able to have a blast, but also make money and feed people at the same time. So it's great.
For those who don't know, this is you, yes,
Look at
making
her.
pasta. Talk to us about your Raffetto's, which it has been here in the city. It's been in the city for how many years?
117
Oh,
years.
And it's on Houston.
Yes.
You at home, you've probably walked by it a gazillion
Thousands of times.
For sure.
Tell folks where it is, what makes that particular space so special, because you've got a machine there that's older than all of us.
dinosaurs.
So that machine that I'm jiving a little bit at as I cut pasta is from 1917.
Oh.
And we actually bought the building in 1920, which is a huge part of our longevity. Right. So my great-grandfather, Marcello Raffetto, purchased the building, and that's why we get to be here for so long. It's in a beautiful neighborhood. It's so special. Of course, I'm biased because I grew up there partially and in Chatham with Alex, but it's just such a neighborhood where people really care about your presence and you really feel like you matter.
I like it.
Oh my God.
I
And
love
you're
it.
bringing people together with the
Yes.
food. And without further ado, let's get into it because we are going to make ravioli today.
So today we're doing my favorite version of a ravioli because I prefer butter and cheese to be a topper over red sauce.
What do you
so
think of
here
that?
we
I'm
have,
with her on that, honestly.
I love this St. Auger blue cheese with a bit of ricotta to thin it out and fig jam and a little bit of fresh figs, but of course, you know, figs aren't always in season.
Right.
So we'll
here's
take
a pasta
this.
sheet straight from the joint, from your place.
Exactly. If you don't want to make your own ravioli dough, Raffetto sells ravioli dough.
Oh
so
my
you
God.
can have these ready to go. Normally you would do an egg wash to seal these, but for the sake of mess, we're just gonna dive right in here. And you can use all sorts of tools that are in your home. So
What does this
I'll use
do,
a little
Hickey?
ramekin
Okay.
A little
to
ramekin.
seal it and make the mound with no air
God, I'm
pockets.
salivating.
And this is just a regular egg pasta.
Yes.
Nothing fancy.
Nope.
But this is
the
probably-
filling's fancy, but you
Yes.
don't really
Which
need
I
to make
believe
that.
is probably why you would prefer like a butter or something light, because you don't want to
That's
take away from
my
the
preference.
inside.
Yes,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. You
I
really
love
want to
it.
let the filling shine.
And so like a lady, you had a martini this morning.
Yes.
And then you figured.
Do you smell the espresso martini on my breath? A little bit.
We did have those.
So in this case, because it's the size that I want, I'm going to use a martini glass, and you try to get nicely around the mound using a fluted pastry wheel.
Oh, a fluted pastry wheel. You got one of those
Because
at home, Marisol?
You know
it
I do.
makes
I
it
know,
pretty.
Of course you do. Of course you do. No, you're going to be while you're using the pastry wheel. You're going to be on Food Network for a cooking competition.
Can we vote?
soon.
Do we have to vote?
Hold on. Why am I just learning about this. I must have missed this.
Well, I wasn't able to talk about it for a while, but yes, last summer I had the incredible opportunity to compete and cohabitate with a few other chefs in Italy. And it's called Chow House. It'll be airing at 9 o'clock on April 16th on Food Network and Discovery Plus.
Are you just, I mean, what was that like?
Yeah.
It was extremely challenging and thrilling for someone with such a humble food background and no professional culinary experience, but it was wonderful and life-changing, and I'm very excited for everyone to watch.
Oh my God! Were you able to bring your own pasta? Or did you have to use?
Oh no. In the trenches, having to figure it out.
I have a vision of Sarah with her rollerboard going down Houston.
It's full of Raffetto's pasta dough. It's just
Not quite. But it'll be exciting to watch.
That's very exciting. April 16th.
April 16th, Food Network, 9 o'clock. Look at this.
Meanwhile,
This is gorgeous. Cuties.
look at this.
A little pillow.
Okay, so you have your ravioli.
Yes. And then with the scraps, because rounds, unfortunately, there's a lot of waste, you can just cover these in butter and cheese. That's something Emily loves to do. When we'll have some leftovers and just kind of like have a little bowl of scraps. So you don't waste anything. Try to be sustainable.
Every bit of it.
Unbelievable. And remind us again what the filling was. It was
Fig, ricotta, and St. Auger blue cheese.
okay.
I have 3 of my favorite things.
It's like everything you'd want on a cheese plate tucked into a ravioli.
The other thing
and then all you need is butter and cheese.
The thing that's so we're talking about butter, cheese, Facebook. This one,
Look at her.
2 pounds soaking wet.
A toothpick.
Because she is a runner.
I have good genes primarily. I like to
ya.
say that 1st and foremost, but yes, and I also really enjoy running and my Peloton because balance, right?
Yeah, listen.
You have the pasta, you have the this, you have the that.
That's something we subscribe to as well.
Well, you know what? Did you run the half yesterday?
I did not actually. I ran Chicago and then New York within just under a month.
Holy moly, there she is.
Yeah, it was a truly psychotic choice.
And you have like
but-
the best, you know, scenario to carbo load before.
Yeah.
you
I was
Yes,
gonna say.
exactly.
First
So
go to the shop.
it's pretty easy for me. To do
How
that.
do we learn more about the Petit Pasta joint? And I mean, we know where to find Raffetto's right on Houston Street, of course.
Absolutely. So with Petit Pasta Joint, we have either an Instagram account or a website where you can sign up to be on our mailing list, and then you'll get notified every time a dinner is happening where there's about 6,000 or so people trying to get 26 seats once a month. So
Do you
it's
have an
very humbling.
I feel like we both have an in at this point.
I mean, at least you guys went to school
If
together.
you take back the rice comment, maybe.
See, this is all on you, girl.
I take back the rice comment.
Okay, fine, we'll talk.
Miriam, plug your ears. Oh my God, Sarah, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. This was a blast.
We're gonna get into all of this.
Oh yeah, just leave all of this stuff. By the way, you can also just buy it there.
Exactly.
Oh.
So
And
this is
can
the
attest.
Raffetto's quick version.
If you don't have one of these doohickeys at your house like Marisol,
Exactly.
And I can attest.
Quick, easy, out of the box,
When I went
delicious.
to visit you, I bought those, and they were kid approved.
Amazing.
the boys
Amazing.
loved them.
They loved
There
them.
we
Good.
go.
All right.